to be showing you 5 of my favorite high ponytails. These are just 5 pretty simple ways that you can change up a basic high ponytail to make it look however you want. So I'm going to be showing you like some basic hairstyles, and then you can add on to it. Say if I do a braid, you can flip out the braid, you can make it super tight, you can do bigger braids if I'm doing a small braid, you know, just have fun with it. That's what I really want whenever I film a hair video, is for me not to just be like, this is the hairstyle, you have to copy me exactly, but just have fun with the hairstyle. If you do it kind of like me but decide to change a few things, that's completely fine, and I actually really encourage you to try to change up the hairstyles to make it go with your style. Also, if you have short hair, you could do any of these hairstyles in a half updo and it would still look really, really cute. So even if you have short hair, don't feel like you're missing out. This video is for you as well. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. Okay, so for the first hairstyle, you're going to start with a nice center part. And then for this, either you can section or you don't have to. Now, I really don't like sectioning, so I'm not going to. But if you want to, you can just take your finger along the side of your part, pick up a nice rectangle section, and that's the section you're going to braid with. And this you can just clip out of the way. So that's a really good option if you're a very perfectionist or you're a beginner. But for me, I just don't like sectioning. It bothers me, and my perfectionist side just comes out and wants to make it perfect. So when it's not sectioned, I just feel like I can breathe a bit. Plus, when it's not sectioned, it can be a little more kind of lived in and just more natural and not as clean. So depending on what look you want, if you want it really clean and slick, very defined, you can section, or if you don't really care, you don't have to section. So I'm going to pick up a very small section right from the front and split it into 3. And then all you do is just a Dutch braid going to the back. So that is where you braid under the middle section and then add in hair. And when you're adding in hair, pick up really small sections. So as you can see, I'm picking up just like a couple hairs, braiding it under, doing that on the other side. Now if you didn't section, you want to make sure that you're still just braiding the top of your head. So you're not pulling in hair from around here. It's just a nice rectangle section right on top of your head. Alright, so once you get to the end of your section, so you probably want to braid to about the top of your head, you're going to stop adding in hair and just braid a few inches normally. You could also braid all the way down normally and have like the braids in the ponytail, but I'm not going to do that. And then just secure it temporarily and repeat the same thing on the other side. Alrighty, so once you've done the 2 braids, all is left to do is just pull it all up into your high pony. Now throughout the video, I'm probably going to do most of my ponytails really, really high because that's how I like to wear them. But you can do it like a more kind of back of your head, like here. You can always do it like a mid pony. You don't have to do it super high. I just really like really high ponytails. Alrighty, and then I'm going to secure my hair with 2 elastics. Whenever you have really thick hair or just hair that's like really heavy or long, a lot of times it can be really hard to stay in the ponytail. It can come undone, fall out, slip out constantly. So I like doing 2. It holds together a lot better, especially for workouts. And that's it. Now the thing I like about this hairstyle is that you can take it a lot of different directions. So you could really fluff out the 2 braids and make them really puffy and kind of boho. You could also wrap some hair around the elastic or maybe put a scrunchie or scarf on. So like play around with it, it's really fun, but just the basic hairstyle is really cute. And like I said before, this would work as a workout hairstyle really well. Okay, so for the next one, it's actually like probably the easiest to this whole video, but I thought I'd mention it because it's one of my favorites. All you're going to do is just flip your head over and put your ponytail super high. Now, like I said, you don't have to have it super high. You can do it lower if you want, but I think that's kind of part of the fun of this hairstyle, so I'm going to do it high, but again, you don't have to. So all you do, flip your head over. This is just the easiest way I've found to do a ponytail. And then gather all your hair like literally right on top of your head, like inches from your hairline. Once you've got it here, you can kind of smooth out. You can always use a brush, but I'm not going to. And like I said, I'm doing it right on top of my head. And then I'm just going to use 2 elastics again and secure it right up there. Okay, so now that you've got the beautiful, high, spunky ponytail, all that's left to do is add some accessories. My personal favorite recently have just been a basic scrunchie. You could also add some clips, a scarf, all of them, whatever you want. I'm just going to quickly add this basic white scrunchie I got off of Amazon in a big pack, which I will link below if you want to buy the big pack for yourself. It's a big pack though, so you may not want to buy all of it. And then the last step, I kind of like to loosen up my hair in the front and maybe even loosen up some pieces around my ears. This just makes it a bit more fun and less like, before it kind of looked like a super slick look, which is still fun. I really love the lived-in messy look. You probably know this by now. So I really love just kind of pulling out some hair, loosening it up a bit, just making it a little more fun and lived in and perfect for the few weeks we have left of summer. Okay, so for the next one, you're going to start out by taking all the hair from your hairline, so just parting your hair and then going, just basically making a big section, all the hair that's on your hairline. It's not even like that much hair, just like that amount. Alrighty, and then I'm just going to like clip these hairs up and out of the way, so that way I can just deal with the rest of the hair. So probably gonna look really weird, but you're just gonna clip it all up and out of the way. Have like a cute baby bun right on top of your head. Alrighty, so next up, pull your hair up. For this one, don't go as high. So like, it's still a high ponytail, but it's not like a crazy high ponytail. So I'm just gonna sweep all my hair up. And I'm kind of doing it like is this called the apex of your head? Like the top, kind of the part where it like corners. If that makes any sense. And then I'm just going to secure it with an elastic. I might do 2 later. We'll see how this one holds up. I actually am going to do 2. I think I just need to get new elastics because these ones are kind of stretched out. So then with the hair that you let down, you can split it. So then just grab a section of hair and you're just going to twist it to the back, and then once you've twisted it, you want to make sure to loosen it up, because if you don't loosen it up, it's just going to look a little odd. And then pull it to the back again and pin it alongside your pony. And then just pick up another section, and this time, like if you're doing it on the other side, try to make them different shapes or different sizes, and that way it kind of makes it look cooler. You're going to twist it, and then I think I'm just going to pull a section of hair kind of over here and twist that up as well, so they're kind of both being twisted in the same direction, which makes it all crisscrossed and cool looking. Alrighty, but then you're just going to keep grabbing sections and twisting them, and then you can kind of pull it apart. One of my favorite ways to pull apart a twist is to just go in and like tug at little hairs. So you're not like messing up the whole twist, you're just pulling at little hairs at a time. So let me demonstrate just on this section. You're twisting, then you're going to stop and you're just going to pull out little hairs. Now obviously I'm like really pulling it apart, but as you can see it makes this cool twisted look. That's really simple. if you did all this and it looks kind of crazy, half of this I did not do in a mirror, so it's probably going to look even extra crazy. You can now go into a mirror and just kind of play around with it. So I'm looking at the mirror. Some of these pieces kind of are sticking out weirdly. Some are too flat. So I'm just going to go in and kind of like tug at the pieces I want to be bigger and pin down the pieces I want to be more flat. It's really, really easy. So like this piece sticking out a bit, I'm just going to pin that to my head. And then of course, we have to loosen up some hair. So I'm just going to do like a little more than I do for the other hairstyles. Just make it like a little extra boho. Okay, so for the last step, I like to take a piece of hair and wrap it around the whole thing, just because there's a bunch of like random hairs that are going every direction. So this just helps to kind of contain it and make the whole thing look nice and seamless. So what I'm actually going to do is twist it and give it like a cool texturized look that goes with the rest of the ponytail. And then of course loosen it up. And there you go. I think it's a little bit messy looking, but honestly I don't really care. I like the messy look. But that's it for the ponytail. It's super fun, super lived in, and it's a really cute, like this is a hairstyle that could work well in like a more formal situation. Have that like tousled look. It's really cute. And it's just really, I think it's really easy to do. It's just twists, so there's no braiding involved, and it's just so texturized and cool looking. This next one is another really super easy one. We're going to start out by just putting our hair into a high ponytail. Again, wherever you want. You know I want to do a high one. And then I'm going to use a topsy tail tool to wrap my hair. I like this one, like using a topsy tail a little bit better than bobby pins because it just stays in place better. So how to do this, you just stick the tool in directly into your ponytail. And then you find it and you pull it out the back and you try not to make a bubble. Then you just grab a piece of hair. I like to go for a little bit smaller piece, and then you just wrap it around your ponytail 1 or 2 or 3 times until you feel like it's running out. Then you just stick it into the hole of the topsy tail tool and you pull it back through, and no one is the wiser. Alrighty, so two last things I'm going to do. First of all, I like to just add 2 snap clips to the side. I'm going to do this in the mirror so I don't mess up. I'm just going to add 2 basic snap clips that I got from Walmart, so they're really inexpensive. And I'm just going to clip them super cute on the side like that. Alrighty, so then lastly on, I think the opposite, well, I'll do it on this side, how about? On the side with the snap clips, I'm just going to take like a nice size section out of the ponytail and braid it all the way down. Okay, so once you get to almost the bottom, just stop and then go to each section that you've braided over and just slightly tug on it. Get it nice and big and fluffy. And I'm going to secure it with an elastic and pull it apart a little bit more because we like fluffy braids here. Alrighty, and there you go. I think this is like one of those ones that's super easy, but just like a few little things that up your ponytail just a little bit more and make it look a little bit cute. Last hairstyle, all we're going to do is just a simple French braided ponytail, but this one I want it to just be really fun and big and like a big pulled apart beautiful braid. So like I said with the first one, you can always section before you do this, or if you're like me and you don't like sectioning, you don't have to. And then you're just going to pick up a small section right up at the front and then split it into 3. Braid over the middle section not under. We're doing a French braid for this one. And then for this one, you still want to pick up smaller sections, but you don't have to do as small as the first hairstyle. And again, you want to do it in that mohawk section, especially if you didn't section beforehand. So for this ponytail, I did it a little farther back, as you can see. And then I'm just going to stop the braid and braid a few inches normally, like we did in the first hairstyle. Secure it temporarily and shake out your arms. So just go in and really pull apart the braid to make it nice and big and fluffy. Alright, so for the last thing, obviously, we're gonna pull it into a high ponytail. And like I said, you could always do this with like a half updo if you had short hair. Even if you had long hair, this would be a really cute half updo. Now there's two options for the ponytail. Number one, you can have it slick on the sides and have like this big poof on the top, like it is now. Or you can kind of loosen it up. So I think I'm going to do more loosening when the ponytail is in. But you do have two options. Either you can leave it tight or you can pull it apart. I, as you know, like the loose lived-in, pulled apart, messy look. But, you know. So you could have it either like this, or you could have the braid more flat against your head. And then I'm just gonna go like this, because this is a really good way to just let the baby hairs come out. And that's it. If you wanted to for this one, you could add a scrunchie, but I'm not going to. I just really like this simple hairstyle. It's really easy to do, and it's really cute. That is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Be sure to subscribe below because I post hairstyles every single Monday and fashion videos on Friday. That is 2 videos a week. Plus every now and then I post bonus videos on Wednesday. And I got even more exciting news for you. I have a fitness channel. I've had it for a while. And the whole month of September, I am posting workouts every single day. So you definitely do not want to miss out on that. So you better subscribe below. And there's workouts there for everybody. There's beginner, there's intermediate, advanced, there's dancing workouts, kickboxing, stretching routines, upper body, lower body, abs, cardio, 40-minute workouts, 10-minute workouts, everything you could imagine. So you definitely want to go subscribe over there. And yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I will see you on Friday. Bye.